Today we talk about some of your favorite words: gossamer, gloom, penitent, meandering, and nebulous. Words that not only convey meaning but evoke moods: dark, mellow, or bright. Do keep watching for all this and more, but first, do subscribe to The English Nut on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Thank you. Gossamer, as delicate and fine as the spider's silk it describes. This word comes to us from the early 14th century, a blend of goose and summer, reflecting a time when folks thought these fine cobwebs looked like the down of geese. Imagine a morning when the fields were strewn with dew-covered webs. The gossamer veils draped over the meadow glistened in the dawn's early light. Her gown was made of a fabric so light and fine it resembled gossamer, floating around her with every step. In her book of poetry titled Ghost Tracks, Canada-based writer Sneha Subramaniam Kanta writes, "When dew settles on grass, ghost tracks turn it to gossamer rain." The word gossamer was suggested by my viewer, the Begoma Academy Maths Club. Gloom. This word, with roots in Old English gloam, meaning twilight, encapsulates more than mere darkness. It suggests a deep sense of desolation or depression. In the heart of the forest, where light scarcely touches the ground, the gloom under the ancient trees spoke of untold stories. Mahatma Gandhi said, "I am in the world feeling my way to light amid the encircling gloom." He was quoting from the song Lead Kindly Light, composed by English theologian Cardinal Newman. It goes, "Lead kindly light amid the encircling gloom, lead thou me on. The night is dark and I am far from home. Lead thou me on, o'er moor and fen, o'er crag and torrent, till the night is gone, and with the morn those angel faces smile, which I have loved long since and lost a while." Meanwhile, Rabindranath Tagore wrote, "From the solemn gloom of the temple, children run out to sit in the dust. God watches them play and forgets the priest." The word gloom was suggested by my viewer, Simanto Kumar Gogoi. Penitent, stemming from the Latin penitentem, meaning repentance. This word conveys a sense of heartfelt remorse and the desire for forgiveness. The penitent man knelt, seeking solace and forgiveness for his transgressions, his heart heavy with the weight of his past. 19th century French author Honoré de Balzac said, "A murderer is less loathsome to us than a spy. The murderer may have acted on a sudden mad impulse. He may be penitent and amend. But a spy is always a spy, night and day, in bed, at table, as he walks abroad. His vileness pervades every moment of his life." In his tribute to musician Leonard Cohen, who passed away in 2016, American novelist Tom Robbins said, "It is a penitent's voice, a rabbinical voice, a crust of unleavened vocal toasts, spread with smoke and subversive wit. He has a voice like a carpet in an old hotel, like a bad itch on the hunchback of love. It is a voice meant for pronouncing the names of women and cataloguing their sometimes hazardous charms." Listen to Leonard Cohen and you will realize why Tom Robbins describes his voice, both the sound of it and his words, in this way. The word penitent was suggested by my viewer Shashi Sarma. Meandering. This word paints a picture of a journey without a fixed destination, inspired by the winding course of the Meander River in present-day Turkey. The river meanders through the valley, its path a slow, leisurely dance that carves the landscape. In his book Path of the Spirit Runner, author L.H. Leonard writes, "White Hawk didn't like straight lines. He said rivers didn't run straight, so why should streets? He said a meandering street made you wonder what waited around the next bend. And so the streets of Buchenwijk meandered. The word meandering was suggested by my viewer Anuradha Bhaduri. Nebulous, with its roots in the Latin nebula, meaning mist or cloud, it speaks to that which is vague or ill-defined. In the nebulous light of dawn, the mountains appeared as shadows, their forms blurred and indistinct. In his book Simple Reminders, Inspiration for Living Your Best Life, American author Bryant McGill writes, each person is a vast territory of undiscovered mystery, as nebulous and uncharted as the deepest oceans and expanses of space. In his book The Second Plane, English author Martin Amis writes, love is an abstract noun, something nebulous, and yet love turns out to be the only part of us that is solid. As the world turns upside down and the screen goes black, we can't tell if it will survive us, but we can be sure that it's the last thing to go. American poet Elizabeth Martin Salzberg begins her poem titled Nebulous with these words. When you taught me that word, I thought it was a constellation, a sweep of stars across the sky. All the ones you called by name, chanting them into the night. Arcturus, Antares, Andromeda, and Sirius. The poet must have thought this because the word nebula, which is the root of nebulous, is Latin for cloud or mist, and is used in English to refer to cloud-like celestial matter. For example, the Andromeda Nebula. Of course, now it's called the Andromeda Galaxy, because powerful modern telescopes have revealed that what appeared cloud-like actually consists of a multitude of stars. This word was suggested by my viewer Utkarshini Reddy, a young student and self-described bibliophile. As we conclude our exploration, let these words inspire you to see the world through the prism of wonder, to appreciate the intricate choreography of meaning and mood in every word. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section on the words we discussed today. I'm the English Nut. Bye for now.